Hello, Gerald Charles aficionados and watch community. Today, after many years of research, development, and engineering with our watchmakers and developers, we have realized a very big innovation. An innovation that you have never seen in this way for the last 400 years of watchmaking. The new Gerald Charles Masterlink Perpetual Calendar. Come with me and I will take you through the best 3 features of this watch. Number 1, you can see that we've innovated with an in-house perpetual calendar developed by our engineers after several years of research and development with a 3 counters display. Usually you see a perpetual calendar with 4 counters, the last one at 12, but what we did to match with the smile and the asymmetry of the new movement developed, we've moved all the counter to 6 o'clock. And we achieved that keeping the watch extremely thin at around 10 millimeter, making sure that what is happening with the gears at 12 o'clock, it is shifted through a certain mechanical gear works to 6 o'clock without making a sandwich construction, which have been easier but not as qualitative as this one. So you can see a very big date circle at 6 o'clock with the moon phase on. In this open work caliber, you can see the sapphire dial with the fumé markings for the date at 6 o'clock. You have the day of the week at 9 o'clock, and you have the month at 3 o'clock with the lap year indicator with the red. So it is a perpetual calendar. What does it mean, a perpetual calendar? It means that this calendar, this watch, automatically adjusts for lap years without needing for manual adjustment for at least 100 years, as long as you wear it, as you wind it all the time. And this is a very big and complex innovation that only the few best watchmakers can achieve. Our high complication watchmaker is authorized to work and develop this caliber. That's why only a limited production of a few pieces every month can be achieved. On the back of the movement, you can see something you've never seen before, because this one is the first asymmetric, maestro shape in-house developed movement with a micro rotor, ultra thin, 50 hours of power reserve, ever developed in 400 years of watchmaking, which is just incredible, but it is what we like to do at Gerald Charles. We like to break the rules, we like to innovate, and we like to bring something that was not done before by everybody. So let's look now at the finishing as a second point of this watch. So we said the first point of differentiation is the setting, the mechanics, the 3 counter, and the shape movement. The second point is the finishing. So look at the case back opening, very wide, generous, over 30 millimeter of opening. And you have 2 different types of Côte de Genève. You have straight vertical Côte de Genève on the top, but you also have wave Côte de Genève on the bottom. And making wave Côte de Genève is extremely complicated because the machines, the regular machine that you usually have in watchmaking, are not projected to make waves. So this is something that we're probably one of the few to be able to make it. And we have developed this thanks to our R&D development and the department. And you see the waves that replicate the lake and the Rhone River in Geneva. And you see the vertical straight Geneva stripes that take inspiration from the map of the city. I'm sure you can see here an overlapping of the movement and the map of the city. So you see the straight lines for the streets. You see Rue de Mont Blanc coming down where our atelier is located. And the location of the atelier is marked by our black ruby. So the only black ruby in this movement is our atelier location. And then if you overlap this map that you're seeing now, you can see the waves correspond to the lake part across the bridge of Mont Blanc and the Rhone River that gets into the Geneva Lake Léman. So we are representing a strong bond between the city and watchmaking and Gerald Charles into an artistic painting on your wrist. But I told you there were 3 very special points that are unique in this watch. We talked about the movement, we talked about the finishing. Now we need to look at the habillage. The habillage is how you dress up the watch. And it is a very difficult engineering part because the habillage, the case, and the bracelet, they need to be comfortable, they need to be resistant, they need to be scratch-proof, they need to be waterproof. And all those 4 features you can find in the Gerald Charles Perpetual Calendar. So you have a titanium grade 5 case and bracelet with 2 different finishing. So you can see the sandblasted on the center of the links and the bezel, while you see a mirror polished finishing on the case body and the side links. You also can see a brushed finishing on the top of the bezel. So these are 3 different techniques on the same material that are enhanced by an hardening treatment that makes this watch basically scratch-proof. Try to scratch it, come to see us at the atelier, come to see us at our booth at Watches and Wonders. We will let you try the difference between a normal titanium, how it scratches, and this hardened titanium finishing which we have developed, which doesn't scratch at all. And why we make that? Because this is probably finally the first perpetual calendar you can swim with, you can wear easily, daily, without worrying about damaging it. It's waterproof to 100 meter. You have a screw crown, you have a scratch proof, and you have a very lightweight, 95 grams only, which makes it probably the most comfortable perpetual calendar that I've ever seen to date. So our experience, I was born in watchmaking, you know very well. I have experienced so many watches since I was born with my family, with my father. And every time we come with an innovation at Gerald Charles, we try to be different and we try to make it technically advanced, but very easy to wear. So you should really try it. Come try it on at our official retailers globally, like Hamed Siddiqui in the UAE and many others that you can find around the world. Or come to see us in Geneva and we will give you a special watchmaking experience. Thank you, and leave your comments and stay tuned for the next updates.